Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight, doing a little bit of goofing around, and I got something a little bit different for you guys. I've done actually something like this just recently, but this is very different from my normal content. But I think I'm having a little bit of fun with this. So if you guys have watched my channel at all for any amount of time, you know I'm kind of a Leatherman snob, I guess you could say, or at least a Leatherman connoisseur. I've had probably dozens of Leathermans over the years. I currently own three. I have this really neat EOD edition Leatherman Wave that actually has a blasting cap crimper in the needle nose jaws, but that is pretty cool. And then it's the kind of the black, they call that black stainless steel. And then I have also have a regular version Wave, just the old. I don't own one with the replaceable blades on it, at least not yet. And then I also have, this is, if you can see how nice, and I've had this for a long time, but this is my original Leatherman Super Tool, and still in pretty good shape. The jaws are a little bit chewed up on it, but really still works good. All the blades are in good shape on it. I use this a lot. I carry this one every day at work. I switch on and off. Some days I don't even carry a Wave. Other days I'll switch those black and silver ones out. Recently though, I was sent this really cool multi-tool from SOG, and just the way that thing opens and closes is just so appealing. So I'm slowly becoming not so much of a Leatherman snob. That SOG is really nice. Will it ever replace my everyday carry of Leathermans? Only time will tell. So far I'm really liking it. The blades are scary sharp on that thing. But that's really not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is I was at Harbor Freight the other day, and I'd heard about this, and I just asked if they had any in, and they didn't even have them out on the shelf yet. They had to go in the back room, and they actually had 4 of them in the store. So what we have here is a Gordon brand multi-tool, and this is about as close to a Leatherman Wave clone as you can get. There are a couple of very minor differences. I already opened it up. Let's get that out. I have not opened up the, it comes with a really nice, really nice holster for it. So let's see, let me get, so I'll open up the serrated blade, because the serrated blade actually also has a hook on it, which really works well for opening up bubble packages like this without hurting yourself. We'll get that pouch out. So the package says that this is made with 5CR15 MOV stainless steel, which I guess is a really good stainless steel for both corrosion resistance and edge retention. So there's the pouch, very much like the Leatherman pouch. Very much like it. But so let's go ahead and so there is the tool itself out of the package. It does come with a belt clip that's removable, and I guess the Leatherman actually does make a belt clip you can install on their tool. And the couple of reviews I've seen online say that this clip is not interchangeable. So the way you remove it is actually push in on the unlock button and then just pull that off. Let's just see if it'll even come close to. It doesn't look like it. So it looks like maybe I think the pin in the center there is just a little bit bigger on the Leatherman, but that's okay. I generally don't use the belt clips anyway, so we'll leave that off. But let's go ahead and let me bring it down just a little bit here. My bench is a mess. I've got everything tore apart here as far as my sound system goes, because we're getting ready to do an event for my church. So I needed my speakers for that outdoor event. But that's why. So I apologize for the mess. But so far, I have had this out and was looking at it. It opens up really smooth. I don't think it's any smoother than the original Waves, but it is very smooth. So the one thing I noticed right off the bat that the Wave has that this doesn't have is when you open up the Wave, there's a couple little tabs that come out in the serrated blade and in the straight blade that keep them from being able to open up right in the little tip there. And this does not have those locks on there, so it is possible. Well, maybe it isn't. So is there something else that's locking that? All right, it's not letting me open it. I don't see what's locking it, but apparently it is. Let's see if I can see. Yeah, so there is something locking it. When you open the they're definitely locked. So it looks like, so let me do one thing here real quick. Okay, so there's a little that's pretty sneaky. That's pretty sneaky. That's I think a more elegant way to do that lock, actually. So on the on the actual locking tab that locks the thing open, there's a little tiny nub there. You can see it just above my finger there. And when you flip the blade over, there is bad lighting here. There's a little hole in the blade, and so when you close it up, that nub lines up with that, and it doesn't lock it hard enough. But when you open the tool up, there's a little cam in here that looks just like the cam that opens up when you do the Leathermans, that pushes the little tab into the, so that pushes a little tab into this opening here, so that would prevent you from opening the blade up on the Wave. But on the, and they do have that little circle and nub on the Waves. But that's pretty cool. So I kind of rambled on about that, but I thought the blades were not going to be locking. Does it also, I can't do it for the saw too, no. So it only does it for the two actual knife blades. But so it's that cam, instead of pushing out into the thumb hole, is actually pushing the lock mechanism against the blade, so it locks that pin into that hole. But anyway, let's move on. So we have a serrated blade with a gut hook, seatbelt cutter, whatever you want to call it. We have a really nice saw here. I got a little chunk of wood here. Let me. Yep, very sharp, very sharp. So that is. I really do like the Leatherman saws, and that is as good, if not better, than the Leatherman saws. So there is the straight blade. Find a piece of paper here to chop on here. Ugh. All right, let's see what we got here. Not bad. Not quite as sharp as that sag, but it is sharp. It is very sharp. All right, what else do we have here? We have on the outside, we have a file, which very much like the Leatherman file, has a diamond impregnated very fine edge on it, and then those are very interesting teeth on that file. But the coarse side looks really nice, maybe even a little more aggressive than the Leatherman. That's pretty cool. Alright, so what do we have inside? Anything different than the Leatherman? Let's... So I'm looking at the scissor side, and so on the scissor side of the Leatherman we have a big flat blade, the little eyeglass one with a flat and a tiny Phillips, and then a pair of little scissors, which I like. I use those a lot. And then this one here, we have the same thing. We have a big flat blade. We have a little, so that's got the Phillips sticking out there, and then you can flip it around, and you have your little tiny eyeglass flat blade. I can only stress that you do not want to put any pressure on these or on the Leatherman ones, because they're hardened and they will snap very easily. But let's find something here to cut on. All right, it's cutting its package pretty easily. Not bad. So that is the scissor side, and then on the other side, let's get the Leatherman open here. So on the Leatherman we have a can opener, bottle opener, and a wire stripper tool right here in the little V-notch, and we also have a adapter bit here that on the Leatherman it's actually spring-loaded retention on the bits, and also on the smaller bit, the eyeglass bit, on this one. So it does have this is the Gordon, it does have a can opener, bottle opener. I don't have a can out here right now that I can open, but and it does have the little wire stripper V notch right there. And then the other difference with the Gordon is the bit holder is magnetic rather than a spring-loaded. And the eyeglass one is also magnetic rather than spring-loaded. There's a little tiny magnet right down in here that retains that. So I think it's a really well-made tool. You know, just like everything at Harbor Freight, it is made in China. So take that for what it's worth. I don't have any wire out here. I do have some. Let's see, this is weed eater string, which if your Leatherman jaws are at all dull, will not cut. It cuts that very well. So, but there you go. And so the thing that really attracted me on this is obviously the price. You can buy 3 of these for what you'll pay for one wave. I've carried Leathermans for probably going on 25 years now. I'm guessing. I'm not sure exactly when they came out. I did buy a cheap multi-tool to start off with, and I broke it in like a week. And then I said, I'm just buying. And back then I was the only provider for the family, and we were putting 2 kids through private school, and money was not as prevalent as it is these days. So buying the Leatherman was a luxury back then for me. But I think this is going to have to go into my rotation. I might have to carry this and the SOG for a couple of weeks so I can shake them both out. So the one thing that they haven't come out with at least yet is, and I'm sure that they will, but Leatherman has this bit kit, and these will work in that Gordon multi-tool. They fit right in there. The exact same size bits. They're a really kind of an oddball flat profile, but these bit kits are just, I use them every day on my job. I use a lot of Torx, a lot of Allen key stuff, and I'm using this every day. So even if I do carry the Gordon, I'll be carrying this bit kit until Harbor Freight comes out with a bit kit for that one. So anyway, kind of rambled on there a little bit, but really good review, I think, of the new multi-tool from Harbor Freight, branded as a Gordon. Very good, at least right out of the box, good quality. It looks like it's good quality, and you can't beat the price. So if you're looking for a cheap alternative to a Leatherman, go to Harbor Freight, ask them for one. They're just starting to get them into the stores now, and I think this is going to be a big hit for Harbor Freight. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.